If you asked me 10 years ago what my dream was, I would have replied to live in the sun, under a palm tree or an olive tree, to wake up to blue skies, be able to wear flip flops for the most of the year, not to have to wear long trousers, which I hate, let alone the coats and the hats and boots and all that stuff that you have to wear in Central Eastern Europe. And that was goal number one. I completely didn't think about other aspects of living in a warm place, living on an island like I do now. Of course, I've been to many islands, and the first island my partner and I fell in love with was Corfu, a tiny island, too tiny to live there for the whole year, but we just love the vibe. We love the slow pace of living, how chilled everybody was. You'd see very often cars just stopping middle of the road in a town because they see a friend and they'd have a chat middle in the street. So different than back home, where people start beeping when you don't accelerate to 100 the moment the light changes from orange to green. Literally, if there is a second of a delay, somebody beeps because they are in such a hurry. That's incredible, but you kind of get used to it. It didn't even make me stop for a moment and think, "Ah, maybe there is a place where people don't do that. Maybe there is a different way of living." When you are in the hamster wheel and you are the hamster yourself, it's very hard to notice that you're actually there. And only when you leave, that makes you see things that you didn't see before. The time we spent on Corfu gave us almost like a island living bug that made us want to live on an island full time, which was only reinforced by our experience in Thailand a few years ago, where we got stuck during COVID on Koh Lanta, a small island on the Andaman Sea. There was something about the islands. There was something about being surrounded by water, by a different pace of life. When we moved to Tenerife, we were super happy, first of all, about the weather and the heat, but we never thought, oh, when we move to Tenerife, our life will be simpler. We completely don't think about it. There is a big town, Santa Cruz. There's shopping malls, cinemas, concert halls. So theoretically, your life could be the same. But if you decide to live in a small village like we did, life really changes. And some of the people who visited us, friends and family, asked us, are you not bored with this or that? And we said, no. I mean, with things that we do every day, like walking, for example. We have a very simple routine. We have a bulletproof coffee first thing in the morning when we get up, and then we go for a walk, which is almost 6K. It's a path through a natural protected area. We call it a park, but actually, if you look at it objectively, it is a desert because there is only volcanic rock and cacti. So that's our route. We walk to the lighthouse and back. That was actually the first habit that we established when we moved here. And that was something I've never done at home. So, yeah, life happened much more indoors. Here, it happens much more outdoors. We have our little routines here, like going to the farmer's market on Sunday to get eggs and veggies, going to the Italian butcher and having a coffee or a glass of wine on the way back. From the outside, it looks really, really boring, but it makes us happy. Every time we walk in the morning or in the evening by the ocean, we look at the sunset, we're really so, so grateful for our simple and boring life because we know how it looked when we lived back home. And what a huge difference it makes. I can definitely say that living on an island has changed us a lot, but we love it. We love the simplicity, we love the slow pace. Even if Tenerife isn't the most relaxed island you could imagine, it's still very, very different than a big town where we used to live in Poland. We don't miss big shopping malls, cinemas, the traffic, the 1 million options that you have in a big town. We traded all those things for sea air, sun, and blue sky, and a few lizards. If you enjoyed this video, come and sit with me again.